morning, you guys. My name is Sierra. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am currently a first-year nursing student, and I am in my second term of nursing school. Second quarter, not really the second semester, but it's something like that. Hi. So today is, what day is it? Thursday morning. It is around 8 a.m. Today I thought I would bring you guys along for a realistic day in my life as a nursing student. This is the cold hard truth, people. This is what my days look like, especially with school being online, just with everything that's going on. On a normal day today, I would actually be going to my school campus and attending class from 9 to noon, but that's obviously not happening. So I have school online via Zoom. It is Thursday morning around 8 a.m. I had every intention to go on a run this morning, but it is like literally pouring outside. And a little rain, it never hurt nobody, but a lot of rain, well, just, I'm not in the mood. I'm gonna do a little bit of yoga before class and then get started with class and probably cook breakfast and just turn my camera off because that's really what I do, like my camera on Zoom. So, I mean, that's the truth. And then go to class. And I have a lot of assignments that are due this week and I really don't want to do them this weekend. I just want to have a nice, relaxing weekend, somewhat. So I'm going to try to get a lot of assignments done because this term I am in pathophysiology, pharmacology, and chronic. And it's a lot of assignments. So I will show you guys all of that. This morning we have chronic, so it should be a good morning. We'll see you guys in a little bit. You gotta go potty? Do you go potty? Do you want a treat? So I just finished up with class. It's around noon now. We just went over a couple different PowerPoints and then we went over practice questions, like NCLEX style questions, and just some testing strategies that my instructor wanted us to know because we will be having our midterm in the class next week, I believe. That was helpful. It's always helpful to just practice questions and learn how to navigate them or kind of break them down into what the question is actually asking, because a lot of times there's random information that doesn't really pertain to what the actual question is, or some of the answers seem like they would be appropriate but they don't pertain to the specific question in this whole paragraph scenario. So that was very helpful. And it's also just really nice to have class online because I can turn my camera off and I got a lot done. Like I made breakfast, I did some laundry, I cleaned my bathroom, cleaned the shower, I plugged my eyebrows, I got some stuff done. I am just gonna take a break right now. I am going to head to Starbucks and get a tea and then run into TJ Maxx. Just wanna get like cute little food dishes for my cat to eat out of because she's eating out of plastic containers right now. So I'm gonna go to Starbucks, go to TJ Maxx really quickly, and then I'm gonna come home. And then we are going to get started on some assignments. I have a lot of assignments and I will show you every detail about them. So let's go. Well guys, I have officially arrived at TJ Maxx, also known as like the happiest place on earth for adults, kind of like Disneyland, you know? Honestly, this is like me procrastinating, but I just needed to get out of the house for a second. Then I'm gonna hurry home and then we're gonna get started on some assignments. So yeah, don't judge me. I just needed to get out of the house. Sometimes there's only so long you can just sit and actually focus and have productive learning. Let's go. Hello again. Okay, so ow. So I just got home and then I hopped in the shower really quickly and now I'm going to get started on some schoolwork. But before that, I just wanted to show you what I got at TJ Maxx. Not that you care, but I think this is my way of procrastinating right now. Initially, I went there for this. This is a cute little kitty bowl. I guess this could be used for a dog too, but this will be for a kitty. She eats a lot, she's huge. I left with a couple other things. What do you expect when you go to TJ Maxx? I found this cute as heck glass bowl. It has these little suns on it. I got some hangers, you know, to hang your clothes. I got some fake succulents, okay? Now the reason being is because our cat, well, she eats the real succulents. Let me show you. Can you see there? It was a lot bigger. She ate it. I'm thinking maybe she won't eat the fake succulents, but we will find out and I will let you know what happens. I can't imagine that they would taste good. And the big thing is my boyfriend is a die-hard cast iron pan person, which I understand his reasoning behind it. Okay, I get it. We just watched a movie. I think it was called Dark Waters with Mark Ruffalo, and it's about Teflon and it's in the pans, and I understand it, okay? But cast irons, if you leave them sitting with food on them, if like you don't wash them immediately after you use them, they are such a pain in the butt to clean. And sometimes I just get so frustrated. I don't want to clean that. So I think these are super cute at TJ Maxx. It says cast iron on it. I think it's really that. It says heavy duty cast, oh no, doesn't say cast iron. Heavy duty cast aluminum body. We'll see what happens. I mean, if I'm the only one that's using them, then so be it, but I think they're cute. It feels like stone. I honestly think I thought that it was a stone. It had a whole set there, so yeah, that's what I got. That's why I don't go to TJ Maxx, because I go there with one intention to buy one thing and I leave with the whole store. Anyways, I'm gonna get started on schoolwork. So first things first, I think I actually have a quiz I need to do in chronic, so let's pull that up together. All right, I have showed you guys this before. This is my binder and we are on week 4. So I made a list of my week 4 assignments. Clearly I haven't done anything. I made a list of assignments that are due each week. So we're gonna start with chronic. So I'm gonna do the quiz because I know several people did it right after class, and I feel like since it's fresh on my mind, I'm gonna take the quiz right now, and then we're gonna take care of a couple of other things. But this is a week of assignments. This includes all 3 classes, and then our clinical assignments are kind of under our chronic class, so I put them here. That's why there's so much. So let's take our quiz. An assessment finding example for caregiver strain would be which of the following? Caregiver can identify respite care provider. Caregiver attends religious service. Caregiver has not received medical care when ill. Caregiver routinely creates a weekly menu plan. I think it's pretty obvious that caregiver strain, caregiver has not received medical care when ill. So let's submit. Nice, you guys. Okay, now that that quiz is done, there are several more assignments I need to do, and I just wanted to go over them with you. Typically, I have a big assignment that is due every week, and that's actually for my clinical rotation. So that has nothing to do with my 3 classes. It's an assignment on its own, and that assignment usually takes about 10 hours, honestly. It is a 14-page document that turns into a 18 or 19-page document, and it's our patient care plan. We call it our clinical judgment worksheet. It's extremely time consuming. Basically, when you're at the hospital, you're following a nurse and they have 4 or 5 patients, and then you choose a patient and you perform a full head to toe assessment on them. And so you have to fill out this document, and then you have to fill out the pathophysiology of why they got admitted into the hospital. So if they got admitted for CHF, congestive heart failure, or a perforated ulcer, that was one of my patients. That's a very time consuming document, and it's hard because, you know, you have to get that done literally once a week, and there's so many other things going on. But because this past week I actually did a community-based clinical rotation, because there are quite a few people in my nursing program and they're having to get creative and kind of split us up differently instead of having all of our rotations at the hospital, because there are so many of us that we have 2 weeks of this term where we're going out into the community. So this past Tuesday, I actually followed a home hospice nurse around for my clinical day, and that was an awesome experience. Just really, really interesting. I really learned a lot. Because I did that, I actually don't have to do this whole 14-page document. I get to skip a lot of it, and I thank God, honestly, thank God. I just have to do my Tanner's reflections. I don't know if anybody else has Tanner's. I don't know if it's just in my program, but we have to do like introduction, background, noticing, reflection on action, things like that. And then I just have to do my competency for this week. So the assignment, it's reduced to like an hour and a half of work, which is really nice. So I'm gonna get started on that. I'm gonna show you guys that document in a minute. I also have a discussion post that I have to do. So in chronic, we're assigned a specific illness. My clinical group got assigned severe cirrhosis of the liver. And so we have this discussion form that we have to post in. We have to do 2 posts, and then we have to reply back to 2 posts, and then we have to share some sort of evidence-based reference article with it. I need to do that. That takes about an hour. And then I have a case study in pathophysiology that's due. We have case studies every single week. Those are very, very time consuming. My instructor, she is a very thorough grader, which is really beneficial in the long run, because when you have harder teachers, instructors, you know you have to work harder, so you're really doing yourself a favor, even if in the moment it feels like a pain. Her case studies, we have them once a week. Normally we have 2 case studies. I think this week we only have 1. So I need to do that. And that's basically a scenario, like you have a patient, she has this going on, it's like a paragraph, and then you answer a couple questions. So it's like an essay, it has to be an APA format. It usually ends up about 1.5, 2 pages long. And then I have to, you know, do all my reading assignments for all 3 classes. Oh, then I have another quiz in pathophysiology to do. I think that's over our lesson plan tomorrow, because tomorrow I have patho online and I have pharmacology online. So I kind of wait to do the quiz until after class. I know a lot of people do it ahead of time, but I'm gonna wait. Let's see, and then, oh yeah, just some more, lots of reading. And then in my pharmacology class, we have these projects that are due at the end of the term that I kind of have started on, but I need to do more on. It's just to help memorize information on drugs. So I need to do that. I need to do a lot. I'm gonna show you guys the clinical judgment worksheet, what I was talking about, just so you can have an idea of what you're in store for. I don't know what other schools do, but this is super time consuming, and now that we've continuously done it, it definitely gets a lot easier, and you just know what everything means, and you know how to fill out things and things like that. So I'm gonna show you guys that, and then well, I'll figure out what I wanna get started on first. All right, so here's the document I was talking about. I lied, it's actually 17 pages before you fill it out. But as you can see, it's just your Tanner's and then your head to toe assessment and interpretation, information on the patient, all the assessments, pathophysiology, medication, side effects, nursing implications, purpose. Oh yes, lab values. More stuff. And then I think at the end we have our competencies and then our reference page. Clearly this is a lot to print off and bring to the hospital. So actually what I did was I made a condensed version for myself and my clinical group, and it's only 4 pages. And like a lot of the stuff like the Tanner's reflection and all of that, you do that when you get home. You're not doing that at the hospital. But like basic information, we have to go on the patient's chart and fill this out because we're not going to remember it. And this is our assessment. So this is our observations too as a nurse. And then the values and the lab values, because we need that for this paperwork. So this is just a condensed version, and I bring that with me to the hospital. I put it in my little clipboard. Look how cute this is right now. Koda, hi. Oh, I'm getting distracted, I know. I'm just going to give them love. Oh, look at you. Look at you. You want to say hi. Oh. It's hard to not be distracted. Let's get back to work. Mwah. Okay, so the next assignment I'm gonna get started on is my discussion post that I have to do. So each week we have a different topic that we have to discuss. I have the condition of severe cirrhosis of the liver, and week 4 we are discussing nursing school. So it's basically we have to answer several questions about you know, how are we going to move forward while we're in nursing school with this condition? We have to really put our real life situation and pretend that we have been diagnosed with this condition. Questions like, do some research regarding whether or not you continue in nursing school, share your findings with the group, what accommodations would need to be made if you did continue, would you need to speak to an instructor, things like that. So let's get that done. I need to print something, so we have an exam in chronic. It's our first midterm, and that is going to be next week. So he just posted a midterm study guide. So I'm gonna go print that off and I'll show it to you guys. Alrighty, so here is my study guide for chronic. Yikes. As I was printing that off and going to look at that document, I realized that there's something I forgot, and it's that my clinical group and I have a group project that is due February 3rd, so it's due in less than a week. We have these group projects every 2 weeks that we have to do, and oh my gosh, I haven't even started on it. It's a project about diabetes, and it's like a 15-page essay, and we each have to contribute our own portions to it, and I totally forgot about it. In nursing school, there are so many things happening at once. So many things are changing, especially with everything right now. And there's so many emails of information that you have to just be on top of everything, or it's really easy to forget about something, an assignment. That's worth a lot of points. And this is a sort of thing that you can't afford to forget an assignment and lose those points, because that could be the difference between you passing or not passing. And I don't know why I felt the need to go on that little rant, but I totally spaced the project, and my group hasn't even been talking about it. It's probably because we have so much other stuff to do. That's probably not gonna get done today. Tomorrow, definitely, I'm gonna have to put some time into it after I get done with my classes, because I have class basically from 9 to 4. Anyways, just thought that I'd bring that to your attention. I forget things too, it's really easy to. That's why I'm trying my best to stay organized of my assignments in there. I don't even think I wrote that down. I think I forgot about the group project. But obviously, it would have been brought to my attention because my group, we all have to do it together. Anyways, back to work. Hello, it is me again. I just finished up my discussion post for my chronic class. I did the 2 posts, had a resource, and responded to 2 posts. And after that, I did my quiz for pathophysiology. I initially wasn't gonna do that until after class tomorrow, but I figured I should look over the chapter before I get a lecture on the chapter, just so I'm familiar with everything. First of all, I want to preface this with the quiz is open book, and it's actually open until the end of the term. It's just for our learning, and you can take it as many times as you want. So my clinical group and I had a discussion about it earlier, so I was reading some of the things that they said, looking through my book, did the quiz. It was about 14 questions, I believe. A lot of check all that apply, so those are always super duper fun. Hello. That is done. Now I have one more thing to do for patho. That is my case study. So I'm gonna go take a look at that, and then I don't think I'm gonna get started on that until after class tomorrow, because sometimes she answers questions about it and I just wanna wait. Back to work. Ugh. At some point, I'm gonna call it quits today because I'm tired. He just wanted to show you guys how pretty he is. How handsome you are. Alright guys, I am going to end the vlog here. For those of you that have stuck around with me today, well, I'm sure it's been quite boring, because this is the truth of my life while I'm in nursing school. Excuse me. Thank you for hanging out with me. I feel like this accurately depicts what my life looks like while I'm in nursing school. This is a realistic day in my life. I'm basically doing school all day when I have the day off. If not, I'm still spending a couple hours every single day doing schoolwork. Although honestly it is very interesting because this is stuff that I want to learn, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to share this journey with you guys. Thank you for your support and love. Dakota says thank you too, clearly. She wants to be in the frame at all times. I'm done with school for the day. It's around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'm gonna call it quits. I feel like I'm much more productive in the morning. I know everybody has like a period of time where they just get things done better, and that would be the morning for me. It's not later in the evening, so I'm gonna relax. My boyfriend's probably gonna be home soon. We're gonna have dinner and then just have a relaxing night. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. Holy moly. It's absolutely insane. And I'm sending all my good positivity to anybody that is also in nursing school or in their prerequisites or contemplating it or just in school in general. I hope you have a great rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Again, thank you so much for the support. I will see you guys very, very soon in my next video. Cheers.